And good evening to everybody here in the Sunshine State as we have week 3 underway here. Yes, indeed, week 3.
I feel that chill, smell that fresh cut grass.
I don't know how many teams are going to be able to handle that tonight.
I'm back in my house.
Being able to go out there tonight and play some football. Mother Nature is literally having her way around the Sunshine State in a lot of areas tonight. And it is going to be very interesting to see what we've got for week 3 here in terms of the scores. Welcome to the Florida High School Football.com scoreboard show here on Varsity Sports Network. Josh Wilson here, your lovely host and founder of FloridaHSFootball.com, coming to you here live from Gainesville tonight, and as we do every Friday night here on Varsity Sports Network. And we've got a lot going on around the Sunshine State and everything with that, and again, a lot going on. It's week 3, as I said, Mother Nature is really having an impact right now on the Sunshine State, so we're definitely going to get you into some things here with that here in a moment. But it's really good to be with y'all here, and we'll take a look at the top 25 scoreboard here as we get rolling in here in the next few minutes, and we'll take a first look at it, and we'll take some things right there into that here, and as we get some scores rolling in, and of course, as I said, Mother Nature yesterday, kind of allude to the top 25 scores right now. There was a big matchup slated last night at Travis Powell Stadium between number 2 Chaminade-Madonna and number 5 Miami Northwestern, and Mother Nature had her way, and the whole game was basically wiped out, basically. So, from what I understand, that game, they are not looking at making up that game at all right now. So, very, very interesting to see what is going to happen right now. And of course, as we get we're getting our graphics ready here for the scores. We're getting some information rolling in right now. Actually, most of the majority of the top 25 games going on right now are actually happening. So that is a good sign. But in some areas, things are definitely not happening in terms of the games being played. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on that. And of course, as we're getting the graphics ready here for y'all, again, you can follow us on Twitter, FLHS Football, then Florida HS Football on Facebook and Instagram. And of course, follow Varsity Sports Network at VSN Florida. And then, of course, you can find some of the other handles, including VSN Sencos, VSN Orlando, VSN Tallahassee, VSN Daytona. So we are on all 16 channels tonight across the Sunshine State, live, bringing you scores from everywhere across the Sunshine State here tonight. And of course, like I said, as we're getting things ready, as I'm popping in the numbers here in our graphics, actually, as I'm sitting here talking to y'all, I'm popping in things right now in terms of scores that have come in. So, and we're getting the first ones ready, and then we're going to just load them up here in our production studio, and we're going to make it roll, make it happen. As they say, make magic happen. Well, this is what happens here. We do it on the fly here because this is a live show, and we've got scores that are coming in on the fly, and we're just going to update it, but we're going to take like I said, we're going to take the first look at things here in the next few minutes here. So definitely we'll take a look at that here as we get rolling along here. So stand by for that. And the thing is, like I said, a lot going on here and a lot happening here around the Sunshine State. So it's exciting times as well. And of course, it's hard to believe we're already at week 3 in the season here in the high school football season. So definitely we'll take a first look. And actually what we'll do is we'll hold off the graphics right this second, but what we'll do is kind of dive into some of these top 25 scores. We'll bring in the graphics here at our second look at the top 25 scoreboard come around at the 11 o'clock hour. So we'll do that. We'll bring those graphics in. We've already got them set up. It's just putting the scores in and saving all the graphics here. So we'll do that here, but we'll do our first look at the top 25 scoreboard here coming up here as we pop on to FloridaHSFootball.com. I will say one thing, if any of y'all watching and we're trying to get on the message boards earlier, I apologize. We had a little malfunction there, and but their message boards are back up and running fully. And of course, again, it's been a wet, rainy night across the Sunshine State for a lot of teams, so we'll definitely be dealing with that. But taking a look, number 20 Dillard up 27-0 on Miramar in the fourth quarter. Number 1 Miami Central is in a tight ball game right now with Booker T. Washington. Ice Harris is back with the Tornadoes, giving the Rockets all they got right there. Right now, Miami Central is up 22-19 in the fourth quarter. So it's only a 3-point game right now between the number 1 Rockets and the Tornadoes. We'll see what happens. That game's going on right now at Trask-Powell. Number 11, Tampa Bay Tech is up 21-3 on Newsom in the fourth quarter. Number 9, American Heritage is blowing out Glade Central right now, 49-0 third quarter. From my understanding, number 15, Western and Coconut Creek were at last reported at half deadlocked at 0. Number 23, Rockledge up 20-0 on Vieira at half. Number 21, Buchholz was up 7-0 in the first quarter against Eastside. Thunderstorms rolled through the Gainesville area. I can attest to that. Game has been postponed until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Number 3, IMG Academy is playing East High out of Salt Lake City, Utah. That game is just now kicking off. And Palm Beach, number 22, Palm Beach Central right now actually gets a win tonight, 42-7 over Park Vista, rolls the Cobras right there. Number 4, St. Thomas Aquinas totally steamrolls number 18, Cocoa, 42-14. That is your final score there. Number 16, Columbus defeats Jesuit. Number 6, Jesuit, 32-15 at home. Columbus will be shooting into the top 10 of the rankings next week. I will tell you all that. Maybe closer to top 5. Given the fact that they just took down Jesuit, a defending state champ. Dave Dunn's program is looking really, really solid right now here as we finish off week 3. Number 7, Cardinal Gibbons, 31-14 over Gullah Rep. That is a final score there. Number 8, Seminole defeats Treasure Coast 41-22. I know that it looks Seminole was struggling a little early in the game, but Seminole pulls out a nice victory over the Treasure Coast Titans to go to 3-0 on the season. Number 12, Trinity Christian defeats North Florida Educational 40-6. That is a final right there. Number 13, Edgewater takes out West Orange 26-14. A close game there, but nonetheless, Edgewater now goes to 3-0 on the season right there. Now taking a look at a couple of other scores that we've got here. Pulling up here as we popping up. Number 10, Lakeland, 2-0 on the season. 39-6 over Winter Haven. Lakeland head coach Bill Castle win 461. Keep that number in mind. We'll come back to that one later. Number 24, Niceville, 35-0 over Fort Walton Beach. That is a final. Pine Forest is number 19 in the rankings. They're playing Pensacola High. They're going to play that game tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Time. So that's some scores right there. So a lot of games in our top 25 are getting to a final. Some of these games started late because of storms. So again, there's a lot going on. Mother Nature has had her hand in a lot of things here with everything going on around the Sunshine State. So again, a lot going on here, and there's a lot of thing, but we're coming up to on our first break of the show, and we're going to take a break, and then we're going to just get into look at some of the Thursday scores and early Friday games that we had around the Sunshine State. So we'll definitely be looking at that here. So definitely take it easy and take a look at it here. Yeah, we're going to take a break. You're watching the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show here on Varsity Sports Network. Stay tuned. We got more right after this.
We're often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? Call us today for a second opinion.
Statewide coverage from the Panhandle to Central Florida to Broward and Miami-Dade, down to the Keys. All 22 sports, from football, girls and boys basketball, softball, soccer, lacrosse, baseball, even swimming and track. Shows and live streaming broadcasts on various spectrums. Roku, Apple TV, Fire Stick, and on demand. 24/7, 7 days a week, only on BSN.
This August, we want you to remember to keep children safe as we return to school. Always stop school buses and obey signals for walking dogs. Remain alert and do not use a cell phone in school zone. And remember, car seats and triangle restraints only work if they're used correctly every time. Have your pipe. Set your buttons on the roadway.
We're often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working?
Hi, I'm Kevin Harrington, an original shark from Shark Tank. Protect your ankles with Prevent Sprain socks.
In sports, we wear all types of equipment to protect ourselves from injury. We use helmets, mouth guards, shoulder pads, chest protectors, and knee, elbow, and shin pads for protection and prevention. One of the most important, yet neglected parts of the body are the ankles.
Research shows that more than 30% of all sports injuries are ankle-related, and 62% of all ankle sprains happen during practice and training. Just think about it. Very few sports can be played with an ankle injury, and it can take 1 to 3 weeks to heal, sometimes months to get back to full strength and mobility. Preventing an injury is key in any sport and applies to any job where you're on your feet all day as well.
Prevent Sprain socks were scientifically designed and engineered for support, stability, and performance.
Stay active with PreventSprainSocks.com.
Marijuana can impair your ability to drive, and that affects much more than just you. Drive baked, get busted.
Hello, my name is Frank Lavalio with Security Financial Management. For the last 35 years, we've been helping formulate tax-efficient retirement income plans. Many of our clients are extremely concerned with increasing federal debt and that taxes could go up significantly. Call today for your no-obligation complimentary consultation. We have the specific tools to help you develop your own tax-efficient retirement income plan.
What's up, sports fans? This is Bobby Allen, broadcaster for the Varsity Sports Network, and I'm here to tell you about an incredible opportunity that your business can advertise with us on the only 24/7 high school sports network. We can base any package around your budget or advertising needs, and it is unparalleled in comparison to other opportunities out there. We cover every inch of the Sunshine State with 16 channels of varsity sports coverage. Come join us in supporting these student athletes, local schools, and the local communities. Email us today at sports@varsitysportsnetwork.org or call the number below on your screen to find out how we can help you market and promote your business in the best possible way. Again, I'm Bobby Allen with the Varsity Sports Network, and we are the home of high school sports in Florida.
Horses and child restraints only work if they're used correctly every time. Make sure we're buckled in properly.
Welcome back here to the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show here on Varsity Sports Network as we come back to you live. Yes, indeed. A lot going on around the Sunshine State. A lot of, like I said, a lot of our top 25 games are actually getting in here. Even if it's just a bit delayed, they are making it in here. So, but we got that. And but we had, let's take a look at some of the Thursday night games, early Friday games that we had here around the Sunshine State. Let's start with some of the Friday games the Thursday night games that were played here in the Sunshine State. Florida High, a 48-0 winner over Taylor County last night. Williston and Dixie County. Williston gets the big victory right there at home against the Bears, 49-0. Wakulla, a 43-13 winner over Monroe Day. And then going over to Gulf, the Gulf High down in Pasco County, a 21-0 winner over Wesley Chapel. And then how about North Miami Beach? Last night, a 30-28 winner in overtime against Delray Beach Atlantic. Looking at some of the other games, we got some of the more games from last night. 5A, a 29-16 winner over Anclote. Trinity Catholic, a 48-3 winner over Gainesville. Hialeah American, a 14-13 winner over Goldman. Calvary Christian out of Fort Lauderdale, a 28-14 winner over Pinecrest. Mosley, a 42-7 winner at home in Tommy Oliver Stadium last night against Arnold. Marathon, a 22-19 winner over NSU University School in Fort Lauderdale. Palm Beach Christian Prep, a 58-0 winner over Boca Raton Christian. Plantation, a 40-26 winner over Stoneman Douglas. Pompano Beach, a 21-3 winner over Miami Country Day. IMG Academy Blue, 28-10 over Northport. Congratulations to E.G. Green and the Destin High Sharks. Finally, the first victory in the young season for them in their first year. They get their first victory in school history, 28-21 over North Bay Haven. That game last night there over in Destin. Santa Lucia's a 42-6 winner over Olympic Heights. Santa Lucia's is now 3-0 on the season under Hector Callejo III, the new head coach there for the Chiefs in his first season there after spending the last 6 years at Champion Catholic as the head coach. John I. Leonard, a 21-13 winner over Spanish River. Glades Day, a 30-21 winner over Jupiter Christian. University, let's see, we got some more here from last night. McIntosh, Georgia, a 42-8 winner over West Nassau. Creekside comes back late last night for the victory over Glen Academy at 21-20 final. Lakeland Christian, a 28-14 winner over Fort Meade. And then let's see who else we've got here. And then we got to hit some of these early Friday games that we've got. How about this one? An early Friday game from Connecticut. Boleyn Jesuit goes up to Connecticut and beats Fairfield Prep 15-14. That is a final score there. Lakeland Christian, again, that was last night's game. Going to hit something. University Christian, a game that was played there in the Border Wars game tonight up in Brunswick, a 33-0 winner over Charlton County. That is a final there on that one. And let's see if we can get some of these more Friday finals from the early games here. Here we go. We got them now. Miami Coral Park, a 34-0 winner over Varela. That is a final there. Coral Reef, 34-8 over Hialeah Gardens. Miami Beach, a 36-6 winner over Ferguson. Braddock, a 48-6 winner over Southwest Miami. And this should not be the thing. We're trying to figure out why somebody is thinking it's because it's Sunset. It should be Miami Sunset in the scoreboard, not Sunset, which is a thing where we'll fix that with ScoreStream there. But appears Miami Sunset, a 29-16 winner over Everglades Prep. Archbishop Carroll, a 41-0 winner over Palmer Trinity. Inlet Grove, a 56-0 winner over Bridge Pepper Academy. Academy of the Lakes, a 35-0 winner over Duval Charter in 8-man football. Another 8-man football scoreboard score tonight. St. John's Country Day, 45-28 over Real Life Christian. St. Andrews, 42-7 over West Boca Raton. Miami, and then Palmetto, the Palmetto High Tigers. This game was moved up to 6 o'clock tonight. A 17-14 winner over Sarasota Riverview and 2 overtimes. And hopefully maybe I can get Jordan Varnador on and the crew from the VSN Suncoast, because they were doing that game tonight live on VSN Suncoast, and it was kicked off at 6 o'clock. And 17-14 winner over Sarasota Riverview, 2 overtimes. Really got to hear more about this one, because that one obviously was a nail biter for sure. Miami Sunset 29, Everglades Prep 16. That was the final there, so that definitely is a final score there in that one. So got the right score there for that one. Indeed. And we'll do a thing. So we got that. We'll take care of that right there on the ScoreStream scoreboard. So we got that situated there for the thing. All right, right now, trying to get Marty Palman in, but he said he is not available at this particular moment, but we're going to try to get some other people available here, and we'll try to do that right now and see if we can get anybody here on the call for us, because we definitely want to talk to Thing, and maybe see if I can get Jordan Varnador from VSN Suncoast to join in and see what I can get. Let's see if I can get him. See if I can get him on the show, because this is a... See, we'll talk about the game here, because see if I can't get him, because I'm trying to think of the phone that I can hear it coming through the microphone, and so I'm trying to adjust the phone just slightly a little bit. But anyways, in the meantime, while I wait for Jordan Varnador to get back with me on this little thing, and actually I might get Austin Griffiths, one of our interns for FloatHSFootball.com, who was at the South Sumter Wildwood game, try to find out, get him on and see thing. Whoa, let's see how the thing. See if I can get Austin Griffiths on right now here, and so we can talk South Sumter and Wildwood. So I know that game is officially, I think, has gone final down there, and so everything. So we'll try to do that here as we check here on the scores here around the Sunshine State. Again, Mother Nature has been a factor tonight. It's been really interesting. I mean, it depends on where you're at as to if your game got played or if your game didn't get played. So we'll definitely try to figure out what's going on there on that one. We'll see what we've got here. There we go. All right. So let's see if I can try to get a thing. But anyways, what we'll do is we'll actually start off. How about some scores from the Big Bend region? Of course, we try to start off in some of the areas where we know more games have actually been finished, completed, and all that. We'll do that here, and that's what our goal is here tonight here on the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show here on Varsity Sports Network. And again, a lot going on around the Sunshine State, and we appreciate y'all joining us here, and we'll take a look at some of the final scores that have rolled in from the Big Bend area for Tallahassee. We'll definitely take a look at that here. So we've got some scores now that have come in, and as I adjust the camera just slightly a little bit. There we go. How about that? All right. North Florida Christian, a 44-0 winner over Jefferson County. Thomas County out of Thomasville, Georgia, 42-13 winner over Childs. Navarre, a 37-6 winner over Rickards. Weehawken, a 24-6 winner over Vernon. Lincoln, 33-0 over Gadsden County. Acela Christian, 46-0 winner over Gainesville St. Francis Catholic. Blountstown, a 20-7 winner over Mariana. The Kara Syrup Makers out of Georgia is a 31-12 winner over Godby. And right now we got some other scores still. Freeport now has gone final. Freeport and Liberty County. Freeport 20, Liberty County 13. That is a final score there. And that's what we got from the Big Bend right now. A couple other scores that are still like fourth quarter. Sneed's up 32-8 on Graceville. That is in the fourth right there. And Condell at 26-15 on Rocky Bayou Christian. That is a third quarter score right there. So that's a take a look at the Big Bend, North Central Florida. As we go to look at North Central Florida, there's definitely some interesting things here going on. We'll find out how many games have been postponed. We've actually only had one postponed game, and that was Buchholz and Eastside. That'll pick up at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So, and we'll take a look at that, and we'll try to verify a couple of scores that we see here on the scoreboard. Not sure if those are final scores or not, but we're going to look at that and see what's going on. And actually, I definitely want to double check on this one right here, because if this is what I'm seeing, boy, that is going to be a hefty amount of points, and I just want to see if that is the accurate case, and I'm trying to pull that up right now. And yes, it sure looks like it. Let me see if we can get this verified. If this is the case, we will definitely have a verified score on this, and that's what I'm trying to pull up right now, and I'm trying to see if that's the case. And my understanding that is the score is the case, and we are going to finalize this score out, because this is definitely a thing. Newberry 65, Trenton 6, final. Newberry 65, Trenton 6. That's been verified. 65 points for Newberry. So, there you go. Oak Hall, a 48-21 winner over Seven Rivers Christian. Chiefland, a 14-13 winner over Swanee. Lafayette, 34-20 over Hamilton County. South Sumner, a 30-6 winner over Wildwood. And as we keep rolling here on the Florida High School Football Scoreboard show and thing, but yeah. All right, sorry. This is what live television and live. This was on radio. It'd be like radio too, but. Anyways, we'll continue rolling this here on Varsity Sports Network as we roll along here with the Scoreboard show. Branford, 39-0 winner over Bell. Fort White, 28-0 winner over Keystone Heights. Columbia, a 21-16 winner over DeLand. Berkeley Prep, a 40-7 winner over Westport. Palaca, a 33-13 winner over Santa Fe. The Palaca Panthers are up to 3-0 on the season. North Marion, a 26-13 winner over Bellevue. Interlochen, 22-7 over Crescent City. Bradford, a 21-0 winner over Middleburg. Hawthorne, a 36-18 winner over Terry Parker. Vanguard, a 21-20 winner over Dunnellon in overtime. That is a final score there. And we only have a few games left outstanding here around the area, and we'll wait for those finals to come in as we are working on getting those here. And, of course, PK Young, Mountain Door Christian, that game was canceled due to thunderstorms in the Gainesville area tonight. So we've that score right there for you. For the update of that, for why that game is not being played at all. Let's try to head over to the Jacksonville area scoreboard and give you some finals, of which we have got plenty of them for you here tonight. And we'll start with Yulee over Zarathath Academy, 35-0. Fort White, a 28-0, Fort White, a 28-0 winner over Keystone Heights. Menendez, a 40-0 winner over Pine Ridge. Bishop Kenny, a 25-13 winner over Tulcoy Creek. Nice falls tonight 0-3 on the season with some of the most highly heavily recruited recruits on that team. So we're kind of wondering what's going on with Nice. But Fleming Island tonight 19-14 over Nice. Baldwin, a 28-0 winner over Fernandina Beach in district play. Oakleaf, a 35-14 winner over Hollis Christian. Bartram Trail goes to they go down to Daytona Stadium for the second week in a row. They beat Seabreeze last week. This week they beat Mainland 17-13 on the road again at Daytona Stadium. Ed White, 36-13 over Inglewood. Mandarin, a 28-6 winner over Riverside. Andrew Jackson, a 13-10 winner over Fletcher in overtime. Reball, 38-7 over Stanton. Rains, 14-8 over Sandalwood. And let's see, we got a few more here. And, of course, University Christian over Charlton County, a 33-0 winner right there from earlier today. And, of course, Trinity Christian, 40-6 over North Florida Educational. We still got some games outstanding. And it looks like, Bowles tonight loses to Brunswick High out of Georgia in the Border War game, 20-3. Bowles goes down. Bowles now is 2-1 on the season after losing to Brunswick there on the road up across the state line. And of course, we'll hit our Daytona area, Orlando North scoreboard here. We'll take a look there as we are going here through on the Florida High School Football Scoreboard show. Brought to you by Varsity Sports Network. Scores coming off of ScoreStream, powered by ScoreStream. Thank our guys at ScoreStream for everything they do. And, of course, all the advertisers and sponsors that make things happen here on Varsity Sports Network. And we're definitely loving it here right now. Santa Fe Catholic, a 40-0 winner over First Academy Leesburg. Menendez, a 40-0 winner over Pine Ridge. Cocoa Beach, a 49-0 winner over Pearson Taylor. Columbia, a 21-16 winner over DeLand. Eustis, a 34-0 winner over Tavares. We'll try to verify the Flagler Palm Coast and Spruce Creek score here in just a moment. We've got a final score, but we're not sure if it's fully confident in that score. We're going to find out right now here. And that's it. Yeah, it is definitely a score. Flagler Palm Coast. I mean, a big win for the Bulldogs tonight. 35-14 over the Hawks out of Spruce Creek. Definitely a final score there. We can report Lake Howell 34-0 over Faith Christian. A final there. All Saints, an 8-man football defeats Lake Mary Prep 38-0. Lake Mary, a 13-7 winner over Oviedo. Lake Brantley goes down to Naples and defeats Ball Meadow Ridge with a goose egg 56-0. Haggerty gets the shutout over Winter Springs tonight, 48-0. And then, of course, Umatilla comes up as a big winner tonight, gets their first win of the season, 42-21 over the Discovery out of Polk County. Right now, Lyman is up 30-20 on Davenport in the fourth quarter. So, and then we got a few games outstanding that we're not sure of whether may have impacted those games, but we will find out here, of course, during the next hour and a half as we got left here on the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show here on Varsity Sports Network. And we'll take a look. Let's take a look at Orlando Metro. Let's go into the Orlando Metro scoreboard. So that hits pretty much Orange and Osceola counties and the southern end of Lake County. So let's hit some of those scores around that area right now. So in that situation, let's take a look at that. We're going to go right into this one right now. Edgewater 26-14 over West Orange. That is a final there. Apopka a 7-6 winner over Dr. Phillips. I hope I can maybe get Dan LaForest on this week, because I would really love to talk to Dan LaForest about some of the stuff going on in Orlando in that area right now. And so we'll take a look at that right there. But looking at some things here, some other scores that have come in. St. Cloud 37-0 over Kissimmee Liberty. Orlando Cypress Creek 27-0 over Windermere. Can anybody, if anybody, okay, you can message me on Twitter at FLAHS Football, but what I need to know is, when was the last time Orlando Cypress Creek started off the season 3-0? Let me repeat that again. When was the last time that Orlando Cypress Creek started off the season 3-0? 27-0 over Windermere. They're 3-0 on the season. By the way, Orlando Cypress Creek only had one win last season. One win. They have 3 now. They're 3-0. They are 3-0 on the season. And actually, I am going to bring Dan LaForest in here in a moment, because he is actually calling in. I think he heard the all call. I'm going to bring him in here in just a moment here on the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show. And my man Dan LaForest, I think I've got you on air now.
Hey, Josh, how are you?
I am doing all right. We're having fun here on Varsity Sports Network, as you know. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, listen, to have you on the Scoreboard Show is a great asset to VSN, and you're doing a great job with it, my friend.
No, I appreciate it. Dan, I was just mentioning as you were calling in, Cypress Creek is now 3-0 on the season.
Yeah.
When was the last time? What was the last time Cypress Creek was 3-0 on the season? I don't have any recollection in my 13 years when Cypress Creek started off a season 3-0.
Yeah, Doug Gabriel's done a good job kind of getting in there and changing the culture pretty quick.
That is huge, and big props to Doug Gabriel. A heck of a coach there. He's had successes around the Orlando area, so no surprise that maybe we should say no surprise here that he's getting Cypress Creek off to a good start here, and that'll definitely help him go along the long way. But Dan, there's another one. There's another team that I think we had them in the top 25 to start the season. We took them out. And that's your alma mater, the Apopka Blue Daughters. And I don't know what's going on, but the amount of points they are scoring. They just barely get away with a win tonight over Dr. Phillips.
Yeah, and I think that the hardest thing for a lot of people to understand is Apopka is young. They are very young. They lost a lot of seniors last year. Even though you have some talent with the Caven Call and a couple of the other players that you hear a lot about, they're relatively young. And not only that, they're trying to change their offense. They've been single wing for a number of years, and they're trying to open some things up. So it's going to take a little time. Think about it. You basically have not had a wide receiver core at Apopka for a number of years. Typically, kids that wanted to play receiver ended up transferring out.
No, absolutely, and that's a big thing, is when you want to play a certain position. And of course, Apopka's been the single wing team for years. You're not going to be catching the ball a lot. You're better off being a running back than being a wide receiver there.
Oh, no doubt about it. Now they've got a quarterback, and they're just trying to develop, but they have a lot of young talent, and it's going to take them some time. But what I do know about the Apopka Blue Darters is Jeff Rolson has an amazing coaching staff there. So, they're going to develop that talent, and, it might be that situation where Apopka, may struggle a little bit. But, the other thing you got to learn about Apopka is the only team in state history that's gone on and 0-4 and went on to win the state title.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, I believe that year goes back to, I'm going back to 2014, I want to say. And I know it's been a hot minute, but hey, it's, they'll go on and, start 0-4 to go win the state title. Hey, anything's possible in any given week in the Sunshine State with high school football, especially when it comes to scheduling and it comes to the power rankings that we're going to be hitting up later in the year, in a few weeks' time. We're at week 3, so hey, about another 3 weeks, we're going to start seeing power rankings coming out from the Florida High School Athletic Association. But I know an interesting score tonight that we'll hit on here. It was actually the featured game on Varsity Sports Network Orlando Metro Channel. That was Winter Park and Boone, and Winter Park just literally stuffs Boone and tells them to go back home. And Winter Park gets the 38-3 win.
And again, very impressive performance by Aiden Warner. Kyle Hayes and I called that game on VSN Orlando. I tell you what, he could not have played a better game at quarterback. He was accurate all day long, but I can tell you, I saw a lot of improved offense and defensive line play for both teams. A lot of great things on Winter Park, but also on the other side of the ball. The score did not reflect, I think, some of the things we saw good out of Boone. And again, take a look at their roster. They are primarily sophomores and juniors. They did not have a lot of seniors. And Aiden Mizell, the Florida commit, was out with a leg injury. So, both teams coming in 2-0, but Winter Park is clearly a team after going up and beating North Gwinnett, Georgia last week, coming back. I think they're a team we got to keep an eye on here over the next few weeks.
No, and I just entered them in the Class 4M rankings this week, and now now they have the opportunity basically to shoot up in those rankings, and they're going to rightfully so. And maybe if things go on, in the next couple of weeks, they could be a team knocking on the door for the Florida top 25.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. And considering everything that we're seeing, and the other team that I want to talk a little bit about too is Edgewater struggled with West Orange. West Orange knocks off Apopka last week. Both of those teams coming in 2-0. We all know about Edgewater. We all know about C.J. Baxter, their outstanding running back. But West Orange's defense played very well this week. And West Orange actually lost their starting quarterback, I believe, in the second quarter, if I remember correctly, with a shoulder injury. So they had some handicap there with their offense. But Edgewater knew. That was probably the hardest game they've played in the last couple of weeks.
No, absolutely, and of course, another game we talked about heavily on, and this was in the area in that region too. You just right over there up there in VSN Daytona. This particular game, Sanford Seminole and Treasure Coast. Sanford Seminole looked like they were struggling early, but comes out 41-22 over Treasure Coast, and rightfully so. Treasure Coast might be the best 0-3 team in the state.
No doubt about it. And we were talking about that on the Florida Gridiron Report this week with myself and Larry Bluestein, and obviously you dropping the top 25. But Treasure Coast has played everybody tight. They just played the Giants right up front. Now, can Irvin Jones and the Titans turn this thing around later on? I think that's something we're going to have to take a look at. But I'm going to tell you another team that I was very impressed with again tonight was Lake Minneola.
Yeah, they come up with a big win tonight there, and thinking and looking at it 30-27 over Wekiva.
Yeah, and that game was not that close, so you got to give Wekiva a lot of credit of fighting back on that. But Lake Minneola, we covered their game last week against Eustis, and they were very impressive across the board. Where Walter Banks said, last year we lost our focus after that state championship title run. And getting to the title game, I think Walter Banks and his coaching staff really has put a lot of time into that team, and they're going to be interesting to watch over the next few weeks as well.
No, absolutely, and of course, Lake Minneola 3-0 on the season right now. So a lot of teams, there's quite a handful of teams that have managed to get 3-0 on the season, and that's the very thing. Orlando Christian Prep, which is one of the small school teams down there that a lot of people have talked about, got the state semifinals last year. Finally, get their first win tonight, 50-0 over Orangewood Christian, and a district victory too, by the way, for them as well. So hats off there to Coach D over there at Orlando Christian Prep, get win number 1 on the season there.
Yeah, we've got OCP coming up on the schedule at VSN Orlando here in the next several weeks. But also, Cocoa, I'm sure you've talked about them.
Yes.
They we kind of saw that coming, St. Thomas Aquinas. But, Cocoa, again, 0-2 on the season right now after 3 weeks. But they've got they've got they got Sanford Seminole in a few weeks, but they're going to get back to their home schedule. Excuse me.
And they're going to get back to their bread and butter. They're going to get back to their bread and butter of their schedule. And, you mentioned that, as we mentioned just over the thing, Treasure Coast 0-3, Cocoa 0-2, probably two of the best teams that don't have a win yet this season, but they'll eventually pick up the wins here as we get along further in the season.
No doubt about it. The team that we've talked about I really like is Rockledge.
Oh, man, Rockledge, and we got a final that one. We finally got a final score on that one. And where did it pop up? It was right there, 41-0 over Vieira. And it's really interesting. You bring up Rockledge, but Vieira, which has been a team that people have talked about over the years, now Vieira is 0-3. So that's very interesting that Vieira, a team that had been up there in the same ranks with talking about Rockledge and Cocoa over the last few years, now Vieira's taking a sharp drop off, and it's like sitting here we're talking about here's Cocoa and here's Rockledge and maybe Merritt Island, but that's about it right now at the moment.
Yeah, and even Merritt Island struggled, first this season. Both have new head coaches, but Wayne Younger's done a wonderful job over at Rockledge. Got to see a little bit of them during the springtime, but they've come out straight. They wipe out Doral Academy last week, and now with Vieira. So I think there's a collision course there for a big game with Cocoa at the end of the season, but. You can't discount some of these teams as they continue to build.
No, absolutely. And of course, one other game that we really talked about, I know you and Blue talked about this game a lot here. The thing this week was the matchup between number 6 Jesuit and number 16 Columbus. And number 16 Columbus just basically thumps Jesuit 32-15, and Columbus is going to be a team that's going to be a big riser in the top 25 this coming week.
No doubt about it. We've talked about Columbus as they were the ones kind of sitting behind the Chaminade Madonnas and the St. Thomas Aquinas and the Northwesterns, and all of a sudden now they're turning on some heat and they're making a name themselves, especially in South Florida. But to beat Jesuit, the Jesuit's a team that has won. I believe they were undefeated last year and the year before. So coming into this and giving them an L. And we all know the talent that Jesuit has. Obviously, they lost a lot of senior talent last year, but Larry Bluestein was talking about this today when he and I were talking. Is the fact that if Jesuit can come in there and win, that's going to be a significant win for them. But again, you got to give credit to Miami Columbus. I think they're playing really good ball right now.
No, absolutely, and of course, that's a big thing right there. Is that Columbus is playing really good ball, and Dave Dunn's program. Dave Dunn knows what he's doing. There's won one state championship already. There, got in the state semifinals last year. Won the Tri-County Gold Championship during the COVID year. So, and he's got Columbus on the winning path, and Columbus is definitely going to be a very, very much a big contender for the Class 4M state championship later this year.
Yeah, and again, I heard you say Lyman and Davenport. Lyman's currently up, according to ScoreStream, 30-20 in the fourth quarter. You got to give a lot of credit to Jermel Jones.
No, absolutely.
He comes in last year, wins the state championship in the SSAC with Masters Academy, but comes into Lyman, and obviously there's a culture change happening over in Longwood right now, and there's some guys that got to be happy about that. And I'm trying to look at some other scores here. That we haven't talked about in the Central Florida region.
Looking at a couple. I see a couple other ones I'm sitting there popping up. I know Crystal River beat East Ridge 30-0. Haines City 38-7 over Celebration. Haines City was a team that was winning some stuff last year, and they're doing pretty solid right there out of Polk County right there. Let's see a couple other ones.
Well, here's a couple more, Josh. Here's a couple more I want to bring up. Lake Mary over Oviedo 13-7. Once again, we're sitting here wondering what Lake Mary has. Last year, we're sitting there wondering what they had, and they were at 8-0 going into their collision with Sanford Seminole. Right now, they're sitting 3-0 after being a very good Oviedo team, where DJ Scott, the running back, has run for over 200 yards in both cases. And then the other one too is Deltona. Deltona is 3-0 right now, I believe, with a 26-7 win over Matanzas.
But, and that's very interesting to talk about Deltona. Jeff Summers, what he's doing there at Deltona is huge. Had them at 5-5 last year. I mean, it just got them right. They were just right outside the playoff bubble. But this year, I think Deltona definitely has a chance. I mean, they're in the same district of Mainland and Seabreeze, but, Deltona's going to be in the fight for that district right there. And, everybody's talking about Mainland. Well, Mainland lost tonight to Bartram Trail. So, Mainland's still going to be the favorite in that district, but Deltona's going to have a word or two to say about that.
No doubt about it. And again, I was really surprised with that score. I really expected Mainland to win that game or be a lot, make that a lot closer. But, again, they've come out hot. So maybe that's that wake-up call for the Buccaneers, and Travis Rowland will get that squared away pretty quick.
No, absolutely. And, of course, that's great and everything. But, hey, Dan, I think we got to take a break here. Got to pay the bills somehow along the way. But I definitely appreciate you giving us a call in and talking some Orlando Metro football for a few minutes with us.
I appreciate you, Josh. We'll talk soon.
Appreciate it, Dan. Have a good one. You have a great night.
All right, thanks.
That was Dan LaForce there from Varsity Sports Network Florida, joining us here on the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show here on VSN. Definitely love having Dan being able to join us and talk about high school football across the Sunshine State. Again, a lot happening around the Sunshine State. So much happening here in week 3. It's hard to believe. Week 3, week 4, we're rolling. And before you know it, we're going to be talking about playoff power rankings and all that. So we're definitely going to have a lot of fun there and everything. But definitely time to go pay some bills here. Yeah. We're definitely going to take a break. But you keep it tuned right here on Varsity Sports Network and the Florida HSFootball.com Scoreboard Show. We're going to take a break, pay some bills. We'll be right back right after this.
Hi, I'm Kevin Harrington, an original shark from Shark Tank. Protect your ankles with Prevent Sprain Socks.
In sports, we wear all types of equipment to protect ourselves from injury. We use helmets, mouth guards, shoulder pads, chest protectors, and knee, elbow, and shin pads for protection and prevention. One of the most important, yet neglected parts of the body are the ankles.
Research shows that more than 30% of all sports injuries are ankle-related, and 62% of all ankle sprains happen during practice and training. Just think about it. Very few sports can be played with an ankle injury, and it can take 1 to 3 weeks to heal, sometimes months to get back to full strength and mobility. Preventing an injury is key in any sport and applies to any job where you're on your feet all day as well.
Prevent Sprain Socks were scientifically designed and engineered for support, stability, and performance.
Stay active with PreventSprainSocks.com.
Marijuana can impair your ability to drive, and that affects much more than just you. Drive baked, get busted.
We're often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? Call us today for a second opinion.
What's up, sports fans? This is Bobby Allen, broadcaster for the Varsity Sports Network, and I'm here to tell you about an incredible opportunity that your business can advertise with us on the only 24/7 high school sports network. We can base any package around your budget or advertising needs, and it is unparalleled in comparison to other opportunities out there. We cover every inch of the Sunshine State with 16 channels of varsity sports coverage. Come join us in supporting these student athletes, local schools, and the local communities. Email us today at sports@varsitysportsnetwork.org or call the number below on your screen to find out how we can help you market and promote your business in the best possible way. Again, I'm Bobby Allen with the Varsity Sports Network, and we are the home of high school sports in Florida.
This August, we want you to remember to keep children safe as we return to school. always stop for stop school buses and obey signals for walking dogs. Remain alert and do not use a cell phone in school zone. And remember, car seats and triangle restraints only work if they're used correctly every time. Have your pipe. Set your button on the walkway.
Statewide coverage from the Panhandle to Central Florida to Broward and Miami-Dade, down to the Keys. All 22 sports, from football, girls and boys basketball, softball, soccer, lacrosse, baseball, even swimming and track. Shows and live streaming broadcasts on various spectrums. Roku, Apple TV, Fire Stick, and on demand. 24/7, 7 days a week, only on BSN.
Policies and child restraints only work if they're used correctly every time. Make sure you're buckled in properly.
Hello, my name is Frank Lavalio with Security Financial Management. For the last 35 years, we've been helping formulate tax-efficient retirement income plans. Many of our clients are extremely concerned with increasing federal debt and that taxes could go up significantly. Call today for your no-obligation complimentary consultation. We have the specific tools to help you develop your own tax-efficient retirement income plan.
Welcome back here to the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show here on Varsity Sports Network. Josh Wilson here, joining you from Gainesville. Hogtown, as they call it in some parts. Yes, indeed. And sometimes some of these scores are so far away indeed, but we've got them here for you here on the FloridaHSFootball.com Scoreboard Show here on Varsity Sports Network. Josh Wilson here alongside with you here until midnight tonight. And we're going to have Austin Griffiths here call us here in a moment. Austin Griffiths has been interning with us, and I'll have him call in here in just a moment to talk about the South Sumter Wildwood game, with a very interesting game down in Sumter County, and we'll have him call in here as we just come off the break. But again, a lot around the Sunshine State, and of course after 11 o'clock we will take a second look at the Florida Top 25 scoreboard, as we do here on the FloridaHSFootball.com Scoreboard Show. Again, a lot of final scores have rolled into here tonight. We've got a lot of finals here, and a lot going on around the Sunshine State here, and it's been very interesting with the games. Some games postponed, canceled due to weather. Weather issues, definitely a common theme here in terms of everything. So definitely we'll have Austin Griffiths here call in here in just a moment here, and whoops. And my phone just went on do not disturb here, so let's try to get Austin called back in, and we'll bring him in here on the thing, and and then we'll get him on the line here. And I think I've got him on the line right now, and I think I've got Austin here on the line. Austin, are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you doing?
Doing all right. Well, so, South Sumter looking pretty good, especially after getting the win tonight at Wildwood. Give us a little insight of what happened down there in Sumter County tonight.
Yeah, great game. The scoreboard doesn't really reflect how good of a rivalry game it really was. Wildwood, I think, really a lot of self-inflicted wounds. Twice they went for it on fourth down inside their own 30. They didn't get it either time. South Sumter was given a short field, and they capitalized on it. Their running back, Jamar Dorsey, had 3 touchdowns for South Sumter. I don't know exactly how many yards he had, but I would be surprised if it was south of 150. He had a good game.
Wow, so that's great right there. And I mean, what was the fan base turnout? I mean, I know Mother Nature was having some field day with some of the games around the area, but how was it there in Wildwood between those two schools?
We didn't have too much issues with the weather. It was kind of a light sprinkle for most of the second half, but you could hardly feel it. The stands were packed on both sides, and we had people lined up all the way around the track. So it was a packed house there in Sumter County tonight.
I mean, that's definitely good news right there in terms of everything right there in terms for both of those teams. So, and the thing is, what's interesting is that now the South Sumter in the last 2 weeks have beaten both the other teams in Sumter County, and they've done it almost single-handedly with the talent they've got.
Yeah, they've come a long way. Last year, I know Wildwood beat them by 11, so they really wanted to get this win here tonight. And they were able to do that. I think really more than what a lot of people expected. I think a lot of people expected this to be a really close game going in, and South Sumter just took care of Wildwood tonight.
And everything else, and just give it, you've seen a couple other games. You've seen Bradford. Bradford beat up Middleburg tonight, 21-0. And talk about a couple of the other teams that you've seen so far this season, because I know that interesting. And of course, you're over you live over in the Levy County area, and Williston put on an impressive show in Dixie County last night.
Yeah, Williston, I think they're legit. I was kind of skeptical going into the season. I know they had Robbie Pruitt coming in as coach, but coach can only do so much in his first season, but man, he's got that place going right now. We'll see what happens. I really want to see him play Chiefland towards the end of the season. I think that's going to be a great game, but yeah, Williston looks like they might be a contender this season.
And that's very interesting, a program that, was just 1-9 last year, all of a sudden, talking about a contender. But, when we talk about the history of Robbie Pruitt in this state, it probably shouldn't shock anybody that he can take a small town program and turn it around real quick.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he has more state titles by himself than most of the schools in the state have altogether.
So, I mean, that's saying something right there.
Yeah, for sure. Glad to see him come back, though. I wasn't sure. I wasn't expecting him to come back into coaching, especially here in Florida, but it is cool to see him come back and doing great things early on at Williston.
No, absolutely, and of course, and the thing around the Sunshine State, rural football. I know you like really focus on rural football. So, give us your thoughts on how you feel about the rural class, especially this year. Adding a couple small rural private schools that have finally joined in.
Well, I feel like Madison County has to be the school to beat. They've set that standard the past half decade. They've only lost once in the past 5 years. So I feel like they got to be the favorites going in. Contenders, Hawthorne is right up there with them. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a rematch of last year's 1A state title game again. Chipley looks pretty strong. I think a good sleeper pick right now is Northview. They beat Tate tonight by 9.
Wow,
I think they're better than Baker this year.
And that's a battle of two brothers right there. They were going to have head coaches right there, the Summerfords right there.
Yeah. And Northview, they've kind of been, I wouldn't want to put them mid-tier lately, but they've kind of been, right around outside of state title contention. But I think they could be a good sleeper pick in the 1A or 1R now this season.
No, absolutely, and of course that's going to be very interesting to see how the rural classification Class 1R shapes out this year. And Austin, definitely appreciate you stopping by here and talking some football here with us for a few minutes here on the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show.
Absolutely. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
No, appreciate it, Austin. Thank you so much. That was Austin Griffiths, intern for Florida, hsfootball.com, and joining us here on the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show. And we definitely appreciate him stopping by and giving us a little quick thing with the rundown of South Sumter and Wildwood tonight here as well. And of course, we'll definitely are going to take a look at things here with the top 25 scoreboard here coming up as we take another break here. We're going to take another break here as we hit 11 o'clock Eastern time, 10 o'clock Central time, and we definitely will keep you updated with scores. We'll have a look at the top 25 scoreboard here when we come back right here on the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show. So stay tuned and we'll see you right on the other side of this break.
Horses and child restraints only work if they're used correctly every time. Make sure they're buckled in properly.
Hello, my name is Frank Lavalio with Security Financial Management. For the last 35 years, we've been helping formulate tax-efficient retirement income plans. Many of our clients are extremely concerned with increasing federal debt and that taxes could go up significantly. Call today for your no-obligation complimentary consultation. We have the specific tools to help you develop your own tax-efficient retirement income plan.
Hi, I'm Kevin Harrington, an original shark from Shark Tank. Protect your ankles with Prevent Sprain Socks.
In sports, we wear all types of equipment to protect ourselves from injury. We use helmets, mouth guards, shoulder pads, chest protectors, and knee, elbow, and shin pads for protection and prevention. One of the most important yet neglected parts of the body are the ankles.
Research shows that more than 30% of all sports injuries are ankle-related, and 62% of all ankle sprains happen during practice and training. Just think about it. Very few sports can be played with an ankle injury, and it can take 1 to 3 weeks to heal, sometimes months to get back to full strength and mobility. Preventing an injury is key in any sport and applies to any job where you're on your feet all day as well.
Prevent Sprain Socks were scientifically designed and engineered for support, stability, and performance.
Stay active with PreventSprainSocks.com.
What's up, sports fans? This is Bobby Allen, broadcaster for the Varsity Sports Network, and I'm here to tell you about an incredible opportunity that your business can advertise with us on the only 24/7 high school sports network. We can base any package around your budget or advertising needs, and it is unparalleled in comparison to other opportunities out there. We cover every inch of the Sunshine State with 16 channels of varsity sports coverage. Come join us in supporting these student athletes, local schools, and the local communities. Email us today at sports@varsitysportsnetwork.org or call the number below on your screen to find out how we can help you market and promote your business in the best possible way. Again, I'm Bobby Allen with the Varsity Sports Network, and we are the home of high school sports in Florida.
Marijuana can impair your ability to drive, and that affects much more than just you. Drive baked, get busted.
Statewide coverage from the Panhandle to Central Florida to Broward and Miami-Dade, down to the Keys. All 22 sports, from football, girls and boys basketball, softball, soccer, lacrosse, baseball, even swimming and track. Shows and live streaming broadcasts on various spectrums. Roku, Apple TV, Fire Stick, and on demand. 24/7, 7 days a week, only on VSN.
We're often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? Call us today for a second opinion.
We want you to remember to keep children safe as we return to school. Always stop school buses and obey signals from walking dogs. Remain alert and do not use a cell phone in school zone. And remember, car seats and triangle restraints only work if they're used correctly every time. Have your pipe. Get your button on the walkway.
Welcome back here to the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show here on Varsity Sports Network. Oh, yeah. Sounds pretty good. We're going to go 5,000 miles somewhere, or 500 miles, I should say. 500 miles. 500 miles doesn't even cover the entire length of the state to go from Pensacola to Key West. Yeah. Anyways. Lot going on here around the Sunshine State. As we've already hit some of the regional scoreboards, we'll hit some of that, but we are going to take a second look at the top 25 scoreboard. And actually, what's great news outside of one game, everything else we have updates on in terms of either we know a game was been postponed, games played tomorrow, we got one game in action right now, but everybody else has gone final. And let's do that. We're going to take a look at the Florida top 25 scoreboard. We're going to hit into it right now. Here we go. Number 2, Chaminade Madonna, and number 5, Miami Northwestern. That was canceled last night. Unfortunately, Mother Nature flexed her arm right there big time on that one to cancel what was the top game, and what probably should have been played tonight, but it was scheduled for last night. So hopefully maybe we'll get maybe they get that rescheduled, but right now does not look promising for that game to be rescheduled at all. Number 1, Miami Central comes out on top 35-19 over Booker T. Washington. IMG Academy up 49-13 on East High out of Utah right now. So we got that game going on there in the Sunshine, there over there in Utah. And taking a look at number 18, Cocoa falls tonight to number 4, St. Thomas Aquinas, 42-14. Going into the top 10 here now, number 16, Columbus, 32-15 over number 6, Jesuit. That is a game there. That's final there. Number 7, Cardinal Gibbons, 31-14 over Gulliver Prep. Number 8, Sanford Seminole, 41-22 over Treasure Coast. Number 9, American Heritage Plantation, 56-0 over Glade Central. Number 11, Tampa Bay Tech, 28-3 over Newsom. Number 12, Trinity Christian, 40-6 over North Florida Educational. Number 13, Edgewater, 26-14 over West Orange. Number 15, Western and Coconut Creek. That game just went final not too long ago in overtime. Number 15, Western holds on to a 10-3 victory in overtime against Coconut Creek right there to move to 2-0 on the season. Number 19, Pine Forest will play Pensacola tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Time. That game rescheduled when it was scheduled for tonight. Actually, got rescheduled for tomorrow due to some security concerns that popped up just over a couple of weeks ago. Number 20, Dillard comes out on top tonight over Miramar, 35-7. Number 21, Buchholz and Eastside. Buchholz was up 7-0 in the first quarter. That's what we've been told, but that game will restart tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And that will be at Eastside High School, not Citizens Field, Eastside High School tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And part of that is why they're not playing at Citizens Field tomorrow morning is because some of that is dealing with security and having security. Eastside sits just outside the city limits, so it's more accessibility to the county sheriffs in Alachua County than it is to get to the city, the police department of Gainesville, for being able to have security there for their game. Number 22, Palm Beach Central, 42-7 winner over Park Vista. That is a final there. Number 23, Rockledge, a 41-0 winner over Vieira. Number 24, Niceville, a 35-0 winner over Fort Walton Beach. Number 24, Niceville, 35-0 over Fort Walton Beach. And of course, Venice, number 14, number 17, Jones, and number 25, Kissimmee Osceola, all on the bye this week. So, again, That is a look at the Florida Top 25 scoreboard here on the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show here on Varsity Sports Network. And of course, ScoreStream powering all the scores, brought to you by them as well. So we appreciate ScoreStream for everything they do to power the scoreboards on FloridaHSFootball.com and, of course, the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show right here on Varsity Sports Network. Let's take a look at the Citrus Belt scoreboard. That is the Polk County and some other games in this Polk County, Highlands County, Hardy, and DeSoto County right there. Those particular counties right there make up the core of the Citrus Belt. And here we go with some scores. Lake Placid, a 21-16 winner over Novid out of Davie. Santa Fe Catholic, a 40-0 winner over First Academy Leesburg. DeSoto County, a 20-14 winner over George Jenkins. Haines City, a 38-7 winner over Celebration. All Saints, a 38-0 winner over Lake Mary Prep in 8-man football. Ridge Community, a 27-19 winner over Victory Christian. Umatilla, 42-21 winner over Discovery. Lake Region, a 31-0 winner over Avon Park. Lakeland, 39-6 over Winter Haven. Bartow, a 28-21 winner in overtime against Golden Gate. And we still got a few games that are still outstanding. To believe Tohopa and Ambassadors Christian, that game's been postponed until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning due to weather. So that was a look there at the Citrus Belt scoreboard. We're going to take a look over at, let's go into the North Suncoast. Let's see if with the North Suncoast, see if we can get anything with the North Suncoast here. Let's go ahead and pop that up. And yes, indeed, we got a bunch of scores from the North Suncoast hitting here at our fingertips. Ocall, 48-21 winner over Seven Rivers Christian. Mitchell, a 40-0 winner over River Ridge. Springstead, 28-0 winner over Nature Coast. Springstead now 3-0 on the season. South Sutton, 30-6 winner over Wildwood. Zephyr Hills, a 31-10 winner over Wiregrass Ranch. Hernando, a 21-14 winner over Citrus. That is a final there. Palm Harbor University, 13-10 winner over Sunlight. Crystal River, 30-0 over East Ridge. Lando Lakes, 38-16 over Zephyr Hills Christian. St. John Newman, 57-0 over Bishop McLaughlin. And Academy of the Lakes, over 35-0 over Duval Charter in 8-man football. So that is a look at the North Suncoast scoreboard here on the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show. We appreciate you all, everybody, stopping by and checking in with us here on Varsity Sports Network. We definitely appreciate it right now here as we go through some scores around the Sunshine State. Let's take a look at Hillsborough County. Let's see if we can, excuse me, take a look at Hillsborough County, and we'll bring Marty Palman in here in just a moment here, and we'll bring him on here as we are here on the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show. We'll bring him on in a moment, but we're going to hit Hillsborough County, take a break, and then we'll bring Marty on. But we got Marty on the line here to hold here, and we'll get him on in the moment. Steinbrenner, 52-14 winner over Plant City. East Bay, 61-40 over Sickles. That is the final there. The Masters County out of Oviedo, 43-28 over St. Petersburg Catholic. Armwood, a 27-3 winner over Hillsborough. Strawberry Crest, a 41-8 winner over Robinson. Strawberry Crest, 3-0 on the season. Bloomingdale pulls off the upset tonight on Durant, 15-14. That is a final there. Lonzo, 27-8 over Spoto. Sumner, 49-6 over Jefferson. Tampa Bay Tech, 28-3 over Newsom. Riverview out of Hillsborough County. Riverview, 59-0 over Chamberlain. Berkeley Prep, 40-7 over Westport. Columbus, 32-15 over Jesuit. Indian Rocks Christian, 35-0 over Bell Creek Academy. Clearwater Central Catholic, 28-14 over Tampa Catholic. And Carrollwood Day, a 42-28 winner over Calvary Christian right there. Those are final scores as we sit here on the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show. And, of course, again, we appreciate everybody tuning in here on Varsity Sports Network. And we'll definitely be looking at some more scores. And I'll talk to Marty Palman right here as we get ready to go to break here on VSN. And we'll talk to Marty more about the Bishop Kenny Tocoi Creek game and some other scores from Jacksonville and North Central Florida on the other side. So we appreciate it. Stay tuned. We'll be right back right after this.
We're often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? Call us today for a second opinion.
Statewide coverage from the Panhandle to Central Florida to Broward and Miami-Dade, down to the Keys. All 22 sports, from football, girls and boys basketball, softball, soccer, lacrosse, baseball, even swimming and track. Shows and live streaming broadcasts on various spectrums. Roku, Apple TV, Fire Stick, and on demand. 24/7, 7 days a week, only on BSN.
This August, we want you to remember to keep children safe as we return to school.
Always stop for stop school buses and obey signals for walking dogs.
Remain alert and do not use a cell phone in school zone. And remember, car seats and triangle restraints only work if they're used correctly every time.
Have your pipe. Set your button on the roadway.
Hi, I'm Kevin Harrington, an original shark from Shark Tank. Protect your ankles with Prevent Sprain socks.
In sports, we wear all types of equipment to protect ourselves from injury. We use helmets, mouth guards, shoulder pads, chest protectors, and knee, elbow, and shin pads for protection and prevention. One of the most important, yet neglected parts of the body are the ankles.
Research shows that more than 30% of all sports injuries are ankle-related, and 62% of all ankle sprains happen during practice and training. Just think about it. Very few sports can be played with an ankle injury, and it can take 1 to 3 weeks to heal, sometimes months to get back to full strength and mobility. Preventing an injury is key in any sport and applies to any job where you're on your feet all day as well.
Prevent Sprain socks were scientifically designed and engineered for support, stability, and performance.
Stay active with PreventSprainSocks.com.
Marijuana can impair your ability to drive, and that affects much more than just you. Drive baked, get busted.
Hello, my name is Frank Lavalio with Security Financial Management. For the last 35 years, we've been helping formulate tax-efficient retirement income plans. Many of our clients are extremely concerned with increasing federal debt and that taxes could go up significantly. Call today for your no-obligation, complimentary consultation. We have the specific tools to help you develop your own tax-efficient retirement income plan.
What's up, sports fans? This is Bobby Allen, broadcaster for the Varsity Sports Network, and I'm here to tell you about an incredible opportunity that your business can advertise with us on the only 24/7 high school sports network. We can base any package around your budget or advertising needs, and it is unparalleled in comparison to other opportunities out there. We cover every inch of the Sunshine State with 16 channels of varsity sports coverage. Come join us in supporting these student athletes, local schools, and the local communities. Email us today at sports@varsitysportsnetwork.org or call the number below on your screen to find out how we can help you market and promote your business in the best possible way. Again, I'm Bobby Allen with the Varsity Sports Network, and we are the home of high school sports in Florida.
Horses and child restraints we still use breastplate every time. Make sure we're buckled in properly.
Welcome back here to the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show here on Varsity Sports Network. Yes, indeed, it's week 3 here as we go through the Sunshine State. And joining us on the hotline is Marty Palmer, 1010XL, the Prep Zone in North Central Florida. Good evening, Marty, and welcome you here on the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show on Varsity Sports Network. Oh, do we have Marty there? Or did we lose Marty?
Hey.
There we lose Marty.
I'm in the middle of the woods.
Marty is in the middle of the woods.
Okay.
Yeah, we got you there, Marty.
I can't hear you, Josh. So.
Uh-oh.
We cutting in and out.
Yeah, we can hear you, Marty. Yeah, Marty's coming through the in and out of the woods. He's hitting one thing. He's trying to head over the St. Johns River.
Yeah, okay.
There we
I
go.
hear you.
All right, hey, let me try this again. Hey, we welcome Marty Palmer from 1010XL into the Prep Zone here on the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show on Varsity Sports Network. Good evening, Marty.
Good evening, Josh. Yeah, I'm over here on County Road 210, and, that's iffy in and out of the woods, St. Johns County. But made a trip to Sequoia Creek tonight, second-year school, and nice stadium, nice school. The first time we've been there, and Bishop Kenny, they struggled tonight, but they were able to win 25-13, and even though their quarterback threw a couple of interceptions, Reeser, they kind of gave up a lot of rushing yards to Sequoia Creek, but Bishop Kenny was up 25-0 going to the fourth. They win by 12. So they're 3-0 now, and they're going to be 4-0 because next week they're going to host Hollis Christian, who I know nothing about, but that should be a win. And then the schedule gets a little tougher after that.
Yeah, I mean, interesting for Bishop Kenny, and Bishop Kenny definitely in the thick of things. But I know for Bishop Kenny that they got an interesting district, and I believe that Bowles is in their district, if I'm correct, and that's going to be an interesting thing. And Bowles lost tonight, by the way, to Brunswick, Georgia.
You there?
Yeah, you're there. I'm there.
I can't. Okay. Yeah.
So we're talking about Bishop Kenny, Bishop Kenny thing, but they've got an interesting district with Bowles there. So, they're going to have to face them later on, but Bowles lost tonight to Brunswick.
Yeah, and that's not that surprising, I think. But by the way, that's the Border Classic going on this weekend, and there in Brunswick, or is it at Glenn? I think it's Glenn County. But, Creekside won yesterday. University Christian won earlier today. But West Nassau got blown out yesterday. Bowles loses. And I think probably one of the better teams in Georgia and Brunswick. So that's, not a bad loss. But now Bowles has to play Christian next week. And you're right, that is not a district game. But yes, Bowles is in the district with Bishop Kenny and Episcopal, and then the fourth team is Wolfson. So it's probably going to come down to Bowles and BK. Whoever wins that game take that district, and that'll be literally the next left game of the season, like October 28th. That Bishop Kenny is Florida Georgia, day before Florida Georgia. So it'll be a big weekend of football.
No, absolutely, and I know tomorrow Baker County plays tomorrow. St. Augustine plays tomorrow. Those are two of the teams. There's actually, I think there's one more team, and it's slipping my mind. Who's
Madison County?
Madison County. Madison County is the last team. So those three teams tomorrow are playing there in the Border War Classic there over there in Brunswick, Georgia, over there in Glenn County.
Right. So I would tell you that we were able to get the game in. The weather was fine here, and a little rain in St. Johns County, not like it was in Jacksonville, but also in Gainesville, where you're located. It was a rough night again tonight. The game between Eastside and Buchholz was weather delay in the first quarter late, and they ended up canceling it because, the field was underwater and a lot of lightning. So originally they were going to try to play tomorrow morning at Eastside, but apparently they can't find officials, so the game will not be played tomorrow. And nobody knows if the game is going to be played now.
And we don't know if we'll have and we don't even know if the Gainesville will have a city champion this year because of that game not being played.
Well, yeah, that's true, because if you hold to Eastside, probably will both beat Gainesville because GHS is having a rough year. So you're right. They'll both end up 1-0 and not playing each other. But, yeah, I don't know. Considering the schools are so close, you think they could find a time to play, maybe on a Monday, but I don't know. We'll see if that happens.
No, absolutely. And of course, the Jacksonville area, has been really interesting, and then of course some games, Trinity Christian wins tonight. Like you said, University Christian wins big. I mean, there's been some really interesting, games going on in the area. And of course, Bradford beats Middleburg tonight. I mean, it's been real interesting, in terms of not only the fact that the teams are starting to separate themselves here between here in week 3. We're starting to find some separation between who's really being a contender and who might be a potential pretender.
Yeah, sorry. You mentioned Bradford beating Middleburg. I'm sorry. Just choke on something, but give me a second.
All right.
Anyway, sorry. They're 2-0 now, and they probably should be 3-0 because that game against Baker County, they were up 21-0. I guess they'll finish that game later. So, a few weeks. So Bradford.
Well, I heard it went final.
Right,
they finally. I guess Middleburg doesn't want to come back.
Yeah. Middleburg had a tough schedule to start. I got to say, with Hawthorne, Bishop Kenny, and Bradford, all those teams are undefeated. So it's a tough test for them. You mentioned some interesting games. How about Andrew Jackson? Jackson went to Nice a couple weeks ago and won. Tonight they go to Fletcher and win it overtime. So they're 3-1 now. Only loss came to Brunswick week 1. So
yeah,
the Jackson Tigers are playing well.
No, Andrew Jackson, and they're starting to make some noise there in Class 2M. And how about, what's interesting is Nice had a lot of hype coming into the season, and they're 0-3.
They're awesome. Yeah, they're awesome. Well, and then again, they play Fleming Island, who's probably one of the better teams in the area, who's now 3-0. They played Creekside, who's now 3-0, and they played week 1. That was Jackson. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's a tough out right there to start the season.
Yeah, right. And they still have Marcus Stokes, the Florida commit, but the problem is they lost a lot of players from last year's team, and it's starting to show. And it's not really even their offense. Their defense gave up 62 points to Creekside last week. So, obviously, they have struggled a bit. But, yeah, that's a surprise. Nice 0-3. Reigns beat Sandalwood tonight on the road, so they go to 2-1. They only lost to Trinity Christian. Some interesting games. Yeah, Riverside gets their first loss. We knew that they were pretty lucky to win the first 2 games. I think they scored a combined 15 points. Well, tonight Mandarin torched them. So Mandarin easily over Riverside. Riverside's first loss of the season.
And the thing Columbia picks up their first one tonight with a close battle with DeLand.
Yeah, and that's their first home game. So kind of figured Columbia's probably not going to go 0-3, but that was a tough matchup. DeLand and Rick Darlington, which means they're like the old Apopka teams. They're going to run what is it they call? They run
the single wing. Do not call it the triple option. Do not call it the wing tee. It's a single wing to Rick Darlington.
The single wing. That's right. But yeah, but Columbia. I figured they probably would get a win tonight to get there. That's their first of the season. And yeah, I honestly haven't heard a lot of other scores from the Gainesville area. I'm still over in Jacksonville, but
how about Williston though? Williston, they were supposed to play tonight. They moved the game up to last night due to the weather, rightfully so. And Williston beats Dixie County 49-0. Robbie Pruitt's now 2-0 at Williston. He's back in the Sunshine State and he's already got 2 wins.
Not only 2-0, but 2 shutouts. They beat Weeki-Wachi and Dixie County by a combined 91-0. So obviously, Coach Pruitt's got the defense working and both the offense for Williston. Yeah, it's funny. That team won 1 game. Williston did last year, and all of a sudden, you're kind of thinking that might be one of the teams in 1A that can advance. 1R, pardon me. Sorry.
we're still getting. By the way, we're still getting used to the new classification numbers. By the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm still not used to it, but in Class 1R, I mean, it looks like Williston maybe can challenge Hawthorne and Chiefland and Madison, some of those teams, and that'll probably make a run to Tallahassee again this year. So it's an interesting start for Williston. We'll see if they keep it up. They got to play. I think Newberry coming up. Newberry was. I think. Yeah.
By the way, speaking of Newberry, was 65-6 tonight over Trenton.
Wow. Yeah, tough year for Trenton. 0-3. They've been blowing out 3 straight weeks, and 3 straight weeks at home actually, which is even clear. Bell, Dixie County, and then this week against Newberry, 65-6. Okay, so yeah, that's when Newberry plays Williston, that'll be a big game as well. But yeah, Williston, they win last night. Also, Mike Rideout and I were at Citizensville last night. Gainesville High lost 48-3 to Trinity Catholic. So THS's rough season continues. They're 0-3, and Trinity Catholic goes 2-1. That game actually had a short delay due to lightning and rain in the second quarter, but we were able to finish. There was a running clock in the second half, so that game actually ended up in like less than almost a little over 2 hours, even with a delay. So.
Now, and how about Oak Hall tonight? 48-21 over Seven Rivers.
Yeah, Oak Hall, they're playing well. I mean, their first week, their game was stopped in the first quarter against St. Joseph, although my understanding is that Oak Hall's been given the win in that. I guess St. Joseph said they could, but I don't know.
Yes, that is correct. The Sunshine State Athletic Conference did confirm that with me. They were given a win, so they are 3-0 on the season.
3-0. Yeah, they only played about a quarter in that first game, but yeah, as you said, that's a good win on the road. Seven Rivers Christian usually is tough at home, and I like Oak Hall. I mean, again, they're independent. They'll be in the Sunshine State Athletic Conference, as you said, not in the FHSA playoffs, but they have a chance to win the state title on that level.
Yeah, I mean, Coach R.J. Fuhrer is he knows how to coach small school football, and he does it well there at Oak Hall.
He does, and I think it's his 5th year now. And remember, the coach before him, Matt DiBernardo, led Oak Hall to an undefeated season in a conference championship, and R.J. Fuhrer took over for him about 4 years ago. So, yeah, Oak Hall, this has been a kind of a high point for their football program, and they just seem to continue to win and beat the teams they need to beat.
No, absolutely, and that's a big thing right there for the Oak Hall Eagles here in Gainesville. And we definitely love watching and seeing what the schools do, small school football and large school football and everything. And of course, Ian, thing. And how about this? How about a team that I would say I would not have expected this team to be 3-0 out of the gate to start the season, but Palatka 3-0. Gets a big win tonight over Santa Fe.
And they were down apparently 13-0 early in that game in Santa Fe. And I guess they were able to come back. I hadn't heard that final, but I know Palatka was dealing with 4 turnovers. Corey Davis was keeping me updated. It's Palatka Daily News. He was over in Crescent City tonight, Interlochen in Crescent City.
And Interlochen got a win tonight over Crescent City.
They're 3-0, yeah, I believe. So, yeah, how about Palatka? Yeah, a team that won 1 game last year, and they already have 3 wins this season. So I want to hear like Eastside. Eastside had 2 wins last year, and they're 2-0 to start. So it's good to see these teams that were kind of down last few years or down last year get off to good starts and get some wins this season.
No, absolutely, and that's a good thing right there and everything. But hey, Marty, we got to take a break here, and I don't know. I mean, you got more to share on the other side, or no? Or you want to enjoy your drive home?
Yeah, well, I always Clay County going through Green Cove Springs, so we'll probably be able to hold this for a while. I can stay with you.
Yeah, definitely, and I got to hit some of the other scores, but we'll hit some of those. But yeah, stay with me. Let's take a break, and I'll come back and we'll have you here on the show. All right.
All right. Thanks.
All right, that is Marty Palmer. He's going to stay here on the line with us as we go to break here. We definitely appreciate him staying on. We'll hit some of the other regional scoreboards we haven't hit yet after the break. We definitely appreciate y'all watching the FortHSFootball.com scoreboard show here on Varsity Sports Network. We'll be right back right after this.
Hi, I'm Kevin Harrington, an original shark from Shark Tank. Protect your ankles with Prevent Sprain Socks.
In sports, we wear all types of equipment to protect ourselves from injury. We use helmets, mouth guards, shoulder pads, chest protectors, and knee, elbow, and shin pads for protection and prevention. One of the most important, yet neglected parts of the body are the ankles.
Research shows that more than 30% of all sports injuries are ankle-related, and 62% of all ankle sprains happen during practice and training. Just think about it. Very few sports can be played with an ankle injury, and it can take 1 to 3 weeks to heal, sometimes months to get back to full strength and mobility. Preventing an injury is key in any sport and applies to any job where you're on your feet all day as well.
Prevent Sprain Socks were scientifically designed and engineered for support, stability, and performance.
Stay active with PreventSprainSocks.com.
Marijuana can impair your ability to drive, and that affects much more than just you. Drive baked, get busted.
We're often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? Call us today for a second opinion.
What's up, sports fans? This is Bobby Allen, broadcaster for the Varsity Sports Network, and I'm here to tell you about an incredible opportunity that your business can advertise with us on the only 24/7 high school sports network. We can base any package around your budget or advertising needs, and it is unparalleled in comparison to other opportunities out there. We cover every inch of the Sunshine State with 16 channels of varsity sports coverage. Come join us in supporting these student athletes, local schools, and the local communities. Email us today at sports@varsitysportsnetwork.org or call the number below on your screen to find out how we can help you market and promote your business in the best possible way. Again, I'm Bobby Allen with the Varsity Sports Network, and we are the home of high school sports in Florida.
This August, we want you to remember to keep children safe as we return to school.
Always stop school buses and obey signals for walking dogs.
Remain alert and do not use a cell phone in school zone. And remember, car seats and triangle restraints only work if they're used correctly every time.
Have your pipe. Set your button on the roadway.
Statewide coverage from the Panhandle to Central Florida to Broward and Miami-Dade, down to the Keys. All 22 sports, from football, girls and boys basketball, softball, soccer, lacrosse, baseball, even swimming and track. Shows and live streaming broadcasts on various spectrums. Roku, Apple TV, Fire Stick, and on demand. 24/7, 7 days a week, only on BSN.
Horses and child restraints only work if they're used correctly every time. Make sure you're buckled in properly.
Hello, my name is Frank Lavalio with Security Financial Management. For the last 35 years, we've been helping formulate tax-efficient retirement income plans. Many of our clients are extremely concerned with increasing federal debt and that taxes could go up significantly. Call today for your no-obligation, complimentary consultation. We have the specific tools to help you develop your own tax-efficient retirement income plan.
Welcome back here to the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show on Varsity Sports Network. Yeah, Gainesville native Tom Petty there, right there, as we come back here from the break here. And, of course, I've got Marty Palmer still joining us here on the line, coming across Clay County. And, of course, Marty, real quick, I know we discussed on the break, when we were on the break, Orange Park and Clay, which was supposed to be played tonight because of field conditions, is going to be played tomorrow now.
Yeah, I just went by Clay High School, and I don't know, who knows what the field is, how much rain they've had. But like you said, it's been kind of hit and miss. Some teams play, and some teams can't. I'm a little surprised that the field in Gainesville is playable because of all the rain it's had, but obviously Clay decided they couldn't play tonight. I'm not sure if tomorrow is going to be much better because it's supposed to rain more, but I don't know. So hopefully they'll get that game in. And Clay is a pretty heavy favorite against the Orange Park team that's kind of having a down year, new coach there this year.
No, absolutely. And, of course, as we said, we were going to hit some of the regional scoreboards, and that's what we're going to do. And we're going to head down to South Florida with the Miami-Dade and Key scoreboard. Miami Sunset, a 29-16 winner over Everglades Prep. Miami Edison with Uncle Luke, Luther Campbell, 35-24, the win there for the Red Raiders. Miami Central, a 35-19 winner over Booker T. Washington. Homestead goes up to Lakewood in St. Petersburg, a 24-14 winner over Lakewood. Hialeah, 46-0 winner over rival Hialeah Miami Lakes. That's the final there. Doral Academy 49-14 over Mater Academy. Columbus a 32-15 winner over Jesuit. So Jesuit's 17-game win streak is over. The longest win streak in the state of Florida has now been snapped. We'll have to figure out who has the longest win streak right now in the Sunshine State here over the weekend. Cardinal Gibbons a 31-14 winner over Gulliver Prep. Archbishop Carroll 41-0 winner over Palmer Trinity. Braddock 48-6 over Southwest Miami. Miami Beach 36-6 over Ferguson. Coral Reef 34-8 over Hialeah Gardens. Miami Coral Park 34-0 over Varela. Miami Jackson 8-6 winner over Dr. Crap. And Belen Jesuit goes all the way up to Connecticut tonight to play Fairfield Prep, a 15-14 winner in that game. So, I mean, a team from South Florida goes all the way to Connecticut and plays and wins. So, there you go, people. Yeah, if football's just that good in Florida, we can go anywhere and win games if we want to. So, how about that, Marty?
Well, I was two things. One, who went to Connecticut and won tonight?
Belen Jesuit out of Miami.
Wow, okay. Went all the way up to Connecticut and won. Okay, that's good for them. So, and you said Jesuit's winning streak was broken. Go ahead, sorry.
Jesuit's winning streak of 17 games has been broken tonight by Columbus, 32-15.
Columbus, wow, okay. And then Uncle Luke's still at Edison, huh?
Yes, he is.
Great. Well, that's a good win for them tonight.
No, absolutely. And, of course, St. Thomas Aquinas going into Broward County real quick. St. Thomas Aquinas 42-14 over Cocoa. Western a 10-3 winner over Coconut Creek in overtime. Dillard a 35-7 winner over Miramar. Everglades 27-0 over Cooper City. Plantation American Heritage 56-0 over Glade Central. Lake Placid a 21-16 winner over Nova out of there. So, again, a lot going on here, Marty, and a lot in the Sunshine State. And, of course, it looks like Fort Lauderdale, a 38-0 winner over Tallahassee Leon.
The Flying Elves.
The Flying Elves, one of the most unique mascots in the Sunshine State. The Flying Elves of Fort Lauderdale High School.
Yes, they get it done tonight, 38-0. Well, good to hear the weather in South Florida must have been fine. A lot of games.
Well, there were some games here in Broward County we have not heard from, so we'll have to find out what's going on. So.
Yeah. Well, this part of the state has had a lot of rain the past few days, the past week, but and maybe the next few days. But, at least, well, like I said, they canceled the game, the rivalry game at Gainesville tonight, but hopefully, everyone can get those games in at some point, and we know it won't be raining like this forever, although it will be raining.
Well, it'll be nice once we start getting some cold fronts coming through here.
Yeah, I'd say probably 6 weeks at the end of October, hopefully, middle of October.
No, absolutely. No, absolutely. And, of course, hitting the Palm Beach scoreboard right now. All of our scores powered by ScoreStream here. And also powered on by Varsity Sports Network. You can go to FloydHSFootball.com to find all the regional scoreboards, classification scoreboard, statewide scoreboard. Just go to FloydHSFootball.com/scoreboards to find all your scoreboards there, too. And, of course, you listen here to the FloydHSFootball.com scoreboard show on Varsity Sports Network 10 to midnight every Friday night during the season. And hitting some scores there from Palm Beach County, as I said, Pahokee 40-0 over Palm Beach Lakes. Palm Beach Central 42-7 over Park Vista. Jensen Beach a 17-14 winner in overtime over Wellington. Martin County a 28-0 winner over Jupiter. And St. Andrews a 42-7 winner over West Boca Raton. So, again, some interesting scores there coming out of Palm Beach County tonight. So, I mean, there's a lot there. So let's try to hit the Space and Treasure Coast area. Let's hit some scores there because Mother Nature, again, depending on where you're at, you either played your games, you were delayed, or your game wasn't played at all and postponed until tomorrow. So it depends on where you're at and how it was and everything. And looking at it, Space Coast to Holy Trinity Council. Looks like Mother Nature got the best of that one. Sanford Seminole, a 41-22 winner over Treasure Coast. Treasure Coast 0-3 on the season, but have played 3 really tough teams out of the gate. So a big thing right there. O'Galley 20-17 over Bishop Moore. That's a final. Rockledge 41-0 over Vieira. Cocoa Beach 49-0 over Pearson Taylor. Frostproof a 28-13 winner over Okeechobee. Palm Bay Bayside a 13-6 winner over Fort Pierce Central. Melbourne a 24-0 winner over Satellite. Again, St. Thomas Aquinas a 42-14 winner over Cocoa. Harmony a 13-12 winner over Palm Bay. Martin County 28-0 over Jupiter. Vero Beach a 62-0 winner over Port St. Lucie. And 8-man football. Actually, nope, we do not have a final on that one, so we'll hold on that one on the 8-man football scoreboard score. But that was a look at Space and Treasure Coast. We'll head to Southwest Florida, where we definitely do know that Mother Nature was having an impact because there's a game on the ESPNU right now between Lake Gibson and Lehigh, and that game is actually still going on. Got started late, was slated for an 8 o'clock kickoff, and I believe that game is either in the second or third quarter now. So, again, a late night there in Southwest Florida for sure for some teams, especially for a game that is being played on national TV at the current moment. So, again, a lot going on around the Sunshine State, Marty, and, Mother Nature definitely had her way with some things tonight.
Yeah, and that's what we expect, I think, at this time of year. September is the month where we still get thunderstorms, we still get a lot of lightning, and that can lead to delays. And it seems like on the weekends we get a lot of it too. But yeah, you're right. Mother Nature is definitely taking part in the season already early in the year. So Lake Gibson and Lehigh are on TV, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely on ESPN, which is a first for Lehigh, first time ever being featured on national television. Lake Gibson's been on a couple times, but we got some scores from Southwest Florida. The Southwest Florida scoreboard: Evangelical Christian a 34-0 winner over Gateway Charter. Fort Myers 28-0 over Riverdale. Those games were called final because of weather. Naples First Baptist a 28-27 winner over Cardinal Mooney. Battle of 2 Class 1S teams right there. First Baptist, the number 1 team right now in Class 1S. North Fort Myers a 38-0 winner over South Fort Myers. Port Charlotte falls tonight to Gulf Coast 34-23. Gulf Coast 3-0 on the season. Naples also moves to 2-1 on the season. Bounces back after losing 12-11 last week at Venice. 28-0 over Immokalee tonight. Ponciana 34-14 winner over LaBelle. St. John Newman a 57-0 winner over Bishop McLaughlin. Lake Brantley 56-0 over Palmetto Ridge. Southwest Florida Christian a 37-21 winner over Bradenton Christian. Ida Baker a 31-28 winner in overtime against Mariner. And Bartow a 28-21 winner over Golden Gate in overtime as well. So again, right now, and of course, Looking at the thing right now, actually the Lake Gibson Lehigh game is sitting at 14-all, actually at halftime. So you're just now at halftime, and we're only 10 minutes till midnight Eastern time. So that's where things stand between the game between Lake Gibson and Lehigh. You can watch live over on ESPNU on that particular game. So definitely interesting right there. Some games still going on. It looks like a couple more games. Dunbar up 37-27 on Bishop Row, fourth quarter. And Estero up 31-16 in the fourth quarter on Cypress Lake. Those games in the fourth quarter as we speak. So interesting football going on at almost midnight tonight. Still.
Yeah, pretty late. Too late to still be out there. So, but they'll get their games in. So that's good. Not have to play tomorrow morning or another day. Yeah, late night. Next time you play past midnight, it's been a long night.
No, absolutely. And of course, now we're headed over to the Sun Coast. That includes Sarasota area, Manatee. So Manatee, Sarasota County, and Charlotte counties. Some games there in 8-man football. Lakeside Christian 52-6 over Classical Academy of Sarasota. Manatee 48-17 over Charlotte. Parish Community 62-7 over Bayshore. And Braden River 33-14 over Lakewood Ranch. And a game shown on Varsity Sports Network Suncoast tonight. Palmetto 17, Sarasota Riverview 14. That is final in 2 overtimes. ING Academy White, a 44-0 winner over Bradenton Southeast. And again, Southwest Florida Christian over Bradenton Christian, a 37-21 victory there for Southwest Florida Christian tonight. So that was a look at the Suncoast, and we got one more region. We got 2 more regions we have to hit. With Pinellas, we haven't hit, and we're gonna hit the Panhandle, scores, and we'll go to Pinellas County right now and look at some scores there. St. Petersburg Northeast 37-20 over Gibbs. Lakeside again. Homestead 24-14 over Lakewood. Lakewood now 1-2 on the season. The Masters Academy of Oviedo 43-28 over St. Petersburg Catholic. Eastlake a 49-14 winner over Pinellas Park. Seminole Osceola 3-0 on the season, 35-8 winner over Tarpon Springs. Seminole out of Pinellas County 12-0 over Dunedin. Largo 21-0 winner over Boca Ciega. Palm Harbor University 13-10 over Sun Lake. Indian Rocks Christian 35-0 over Bell Creek Academy. Clearwater Central Catholic 28-14 over Tampa Catholic, and Carrollwood Day 42-28 over Calvary Christian. So interesting scores there coming all the way around from the state, Marty. And anything standing out to you at the moment that has been shredded off there, or read off, as I say, not shredded off?
Yep, it's week 3. We're already down. We're already, think of it this way, we're already a quarter through the season. More than that.
No,
fast.
No, absolutely. Choctawhatchee 35-34 over Crestview as we enter the Panhandle scoreboard. That is a final there. Frank Beasley, now his team gets a first win of the season after 2 tight battles against Fairhope and Pace to start the season. Pace week 1, tight battle, lost that one by I believe by a point. Played Fairhope, Alabama last week. It was a very tight battle there in that one. But Choctawhatchee finally gets the win number 1 of the season, 35-34 over Crestview, in county rival there in Okaloosa County. Freeport a 20-13 winner over Liberty County. Navarre 37-6 over Rickards. Bay 35-6 over Port St. Joe. Bay 3-1 on the season. Jeremy Brown's back into coaching. Jeremy Brown is at his alma mater, Bay High in Panama City. 3-1 now on the season. They played the preseason week actually in Alabama, which counts on the record. So Bay 35-6 over Port St. Joe. Weewa Hitchcock 24-6 winner over Vernon. Baker 21-20 over Bozeman. Northview, a Class 1R school, beats a Class 4S school tonight, 34-25 in the battle of the Summerford brothers, and 34-25 Northview over Tate. Cottondale 26-22 over Rocky Bayou. Chipley 18-0 over Holmes County. Walton 49-8 over Rutherford. Jay 37-0 over Franklin County. Niceville 35-0 over Fort Walton Beach. And those are some finals there, right there, as we enter the here in the backstretch of the thing. And of course, Baker, interesting enough, Baker just again over Bozeman 21-20. So Baker, a team that's been a thing, but new head coach this year for the first time in years, and Baker is struggling a little bit here. So we'll watch on there what the Baker Gainers are doing, because they've been one of the top teams in the world class for the last few years, and of course, just 2 years removed from winning a state championship in 2020 in the COVID season.
Yeah, they're. You can always kind of count on Baker. They'll get better as the season goes on, and they'll be there. They'll be in the postseason. Last year, I think they lost one game short of the state championship. Actually, it was the region final to Chipley, who then lost to Hawthorne.
Yeah, we did that. Remember, we did that game, and that Chipley-Hawthorne game, and Chipley tried to give Hawthorne everything they had.
Yeah, I remember thinking we probably were going to have Hawthorne and Baker, and Chipley knocked off Baker. So you mentioned Frank Beasley, he wanted to get back into coaching, and tough start for Choctaw. That's a tough schedule to begin the year for those games you mentioned. But congratulations to him. He's our good friend, formerly the FHSA, and back over in the part of the state where he grew up.
No, and Frank Beasley, a Choctaw alum. So again, we're looking to see what Frank Beasley does here in the second season at Choctaw as the head coach. Went 6-4 last year. Definitely in the
second.
Yeah,
That's
second
right.
year. Second year for Frank
flying,
Beasley.
Like I said, I felt like he just left, but you're right. Second year. Jeez, all right, never mind.
But it's still it's impressive to see what he'll do in year 2 at Choctaw, and of course again a lot going on, and of course Irish Bill, Irish. Oh, we lost Marty there at a thing. He must have hit a dead zone, but it's going to be anyways. It's getting close to time to sign off here. We only got a couple minutes left here on the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show, brought to you by Varsity Sports Network and our scores powered by ScoreStream. We definitely appreciate everybody and appreciate Dan LaForce calling, Austin Griffiths, DeMarty Paulman. We've hit all the regions around the state with scores that we've had available to us. Again, Mother Nature affecting some games, so we don't know if some of the scores have just not come in yet. Games delayed. So again, if you're looking for more scores, go to FortHSFootball.com/scoreboards, and we definitely will have our scoreboard, I should say. Let me make sure that I'm giving you the right thing, and it's scoreboards. Yes, FortHSFootball.com/scoreboards, and you can go on there, get the statewide scoreboard, and we've got many different scoreboard links for state thing with all the classifications, Sunshine State Athletic Conference for 11-man and 8-man football, independents, and 16 regional scoreboards going all the way from the Panhandle to Miami-Dade County. So you're looking for games, and we got all the games. You definitely can find scores for any part of the state that you want easily at your fingertips right on FloydHSFootball.com/scoreboards, and we appreciate y'all being able to check out things there on FloydHSFootball.com, and of course here on Varsity Sports Network. We definitely appreciate everybody joining us here tonight as we definitely get things situated and things close out week 3. We definitely appreciate everybody joining us here on the Florida High School Football Scoreboard Show. Well, that is going to do it for us here tonight here on Varsity Sports Network, and we definitely appreciate everybody joining us here. And until next week, stay safe, stay dry, hopefully, and hopefully next week week 4, which actually is going to be a start of district games for a lot of teams. District play opening up for a lot of teams next week, so it's basically time to see who is really in the mix for a district championship in most of the classifications, in the metro and suburban classifications. Yes, indeed. We'll definitely say good night and so long from Gainesville. We'll see you next week here on Varsity Sports Network.